Hello, and welcome back to the channel. Since I've talked to you last, I've moved to Idaho and undergone a little bit of a change. So this is my new rig. This is a 1995 FZJ80. Having the chance to get one of these triple locked is pretty rare, and for the price I got it, I was really happy. Now, it had a blown head gasket, but we've since repaired that. So, original engine, and she's back in there. All we did was buy the DNJ head gasket kit, which I'll put down in the description. But these engines, as you know, are very reliable. I had this same engine with Tanya, and I was running 40s with stock 410 gears in the diffs and just with the power button on. Doesn't get great gas mileage, but I think what we're gonna do with this is turbocharge it. I'm not quite sure, but we'll see. So here she is. I haven't decided on a name yet for her, so maybe some of you can chime in and give some suggestions. But I thought I'd give a little bit of a walk around here. This is Round Lake out in Sagal, Idaho, just south of the Sandpoint. And I actually really like this color. I'm not a huge fan of the fender flares being painted gray. Those might come off eventually anyways. I have since added these 315/75 R16 KO2s that I found on Marketplace for $300. They've only got 50% tread, but for $300 and then $100 to install is pretty good. And pretty cool, the fitment just with a stock lift. This is just stock lift, no lift spacers or anything. So, and of course this is triple locked, so that is very cool. Check engine light is on for the EGR valve, or the insufficient flow. That'll be fixing that. I just kept the EGR. All new wood paneling here, and the leathers in the seat are in great condition. They're also manual seats, so I do have a little bit of a leak in the sunroof, the seal or something, so I do need to fix that. But this is a great platform to start the build on. Really excited to start building another one. Stock bumpers as well. A little bit of a scratch there on the hood. We'll paint match that. I'm missing the fan shroud, but it even has the heat shields. Pretty much the only thing it needed was just a new head gasket kit. So we did, spark plug tubes and all those seals and everything. Kept the EGR. That heater valve definitely needs to be replaced, but 220,000 miles. He kept this thing pretty clean. Previous owner was a aviation engineer in Seattle, and it spent most of its life in the Pacific Northwest. I might do a Carfax on it just for my own curiosity. If you guys would like to see a video of that, let me know. You can see here there's plenty of space even with 315s. Now when I'm off-road and flexing the axles, it'll be a little bit different, but just for on-road for right now, it's pretty nice. So no rust, or very minimal. Burfs are a little greasy, so those will have to be redone. I have the rebuild kit, so that'll be something I'll be doing in a future video, which is going to be quite the task because I've actually never done it myself. So stock airbox, no codes aside from the EGR. I would have deleted that EGR valve, but I just got impatient and I wanted to hear it run and drive it around since it's snowing up here in the middle of December. So set the timing to 3 degrees above top dead center with the paper clip and the OBD diagnostic port. I think everything is original as far as the spark plug wires. ABS works. We had to change the LSPV, load sensing proportioning valve, because the other one had rotted out. So that actually came with the Land Cruiser, so I paid $100 for it, but it was a brand new Aisin. So yeah, there's some grime and dirt down here and grease and oil, but that's to be expected. I'm not really worried about that. I'll just take a pressure washer eventually. Has the original running boards, and again, stock lift. So I kind of want to just keep the geometry of the suspension the way it is and just kind of get it cleaned, and not quite sure from there. That's where I want you guys to suggest what you'd like to see, and or what you've done with yours. Maybe even as the stock mud flaps, I'm gonna have to maybe take some white lettering to those so it can accentuate the Land Cruiser emblem. Tow hitch, receiver, it's got the harness for it as well, so you can tow with this. In the rear, it looks like it's going to contact. I haven't got it full flexed again, so we'll be workshopping that. The exhaust is definitely rattly and rusted out. Not too worried about that. The oxygen sensors are getting the voltage that they need for the ECU. And the rear suspension looks good. I tested all the bushings, a little bit of rust there. I got this for a really good price, and I'd like you all to comment down below what price you think I got this for. I thought I got it for a pretty good price, but some people would argue, oh, you overpaid. Some people might say that was a steal. To find these in this condition with this low mileage for this year, I was pretty happy. And I knew the head gasket job may cost a lot with a mechanic, but I wasn't about to pay a mechanic to do it when I can do it myself, and it's relatively low cost, only $400. So we're out here in Sandpoint, Idaho. I've lived in big cities all my life, everywhere from New York City, Atlanta, Orlando, Denver, and Hawaii. And I finally had an opportunity to move out to this. And I can't tell you how good it feels to be out in the middle of nowhere on a frozen lake, almost in Canada. I actually bought a 97 Ram dually Cummins. It had been swapped with the Cummins Industrial 6BT with a VE pump. And I was going to build that up, but I decided not to. I want to stay true to Land Cruisers. Those are what I started this channel with. I thought about cannibalizing it for the swap, but I don't think I'm going to do that. So this one we're going to start building. I want to know what you guys think as far as what we're going to do with this build. I thought about doing something similar to Dirt Lifestyle, doing 40s with no lift, or maybe 37s and just trimming. Since we already have lockers, we're kind of winning. We're already ahead a little bit. So let me know down in the comments below what you think we should do with this build. Should we do like a full Delta overlandy build? What should we do? But this is just awesome. It's very serene. You guys got to come up here. It's very cool. There's actually a Land Cruiser shop up here, and they specialize in Land Cruisers. They do LS swaps into Land Cruisers, so check them out. I'll link them down in the description as well. This head gasket job only cost me about $400. So we had fluids, oil, coolant, filter, and then the head gasket set, which was only 130 bucks. It does take a few days, and you have to send your head to the machine shop. So that cost me $225. Really not that bad, all things considered. Only other issue it had was the load sensing proportioning valve, which I just replaced. Some people delete it. I wanted to keep this as stock as possible for now. But I'm thinking maybe a turbo kit and 40s, keeping 410 gears. Anyways, I just wanted to say a huge thank you to everybody who views the channel, whether you're subscribed or not. I get to do what I love, and I'm glad you guys enjoy watching this content. The other nice thing is it only has 224,000 miles, and it doesn't show any evidence of wear. There's a little bit of rattling in the glove box, but that's about it. Now that we've finished the head gasket job, we're gonna go ahead and take this out camping for our next video. So stay tuned for that, and next time I'll see you on the trails.